What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we'll be looking at 10 differences between a low frequency inverter and a high frequency inverter. You must have known by now what inverter is, but for the benefit of doubt, inverter is that component of the solar system that converts DC electricity from the solar panel or from the battery into AC electricity that we use in our houses. Then let's get to the differences between a low frequency inverter and a high frequency inverter. Number one is weight. For a low frequency inverter, they are generally heavier due to heavy isolated transformer inbuilt inside the inverter. But for a high frequency inverter, they are light in weight due to the use of smaller transformers. Number two is efficiency. For a low frequency inverter, they have lower efficiency, between 85 to 90% efficiency. They also have high ideal power consumption. By ideal power consumption, it means the power consumption of the inverter itself when it's not connected to any load. Therefore, low frequency inverters consume more power when in ideal mode. But for a high frequency inverter, they have higher efficiency, between 90% to 95% efficiency. And they also have lower ideal power consumption, which means that for high frequency inverters consumes less power in ideal mode. Number three is area of applications. For a low frequency inverter, it is usually used in powering inductive loads like fridges, air conditioners, air compressor, electric motors, water pumps, and so on. But for a high frequency inverter, they are more appropriate in powering resistive loads like incandescent light bulb, electric kettles, and so on. They are also used in powering electronic gadgets like laptops, TVs, and so on. Number four is lifespan. For a low frequency inverter, they have longer lifespan due to their less reliance on electronics. But for a high frequency inverter, they have a shorter lifespan due to the use of more electronic components, usually capacitors. Number five is transformer type. For a low frequency inverter, it uses big, heavy iron core transformers. But for a high frequency inverter, it uses small, lightweight ferrite core transformers. Number six is cost. For a low frequency inverters, they are more expensive due to the use of more copper coil. But for a high frequency inverter, they are cheaper because lesser copper coil is used in the manufacturing. Number seven is operating frequency. For a low frequency inverter, they operate between 50 to 60 Hz frequency. But for a high frequency inverter, they operate between 20 to 100 kHz frequency. Number eight is startup surge. For a low frequency inverter, they can handle high surge current from inductive loads like air compressor, welders, electric motors, water pumps, and so on. While high frequency inverters has limited surge capability, they are more suited for powering electronics and light loads. Number nine is durability under load. For a low frequency inverter, they are very strong and resilient to overload, which means that they can handle overload for a long period of time without causing any negative effect to the inverter. But for high frequency inverters, they are very sensitive to overload. Overloading your high frequency inverter might cause the inverter to trip off or even burn out when pushed too hard. Therefore, high frequency inverters has zero tolerance to overload. Number 10 is circuit. For low frequency inverters, they have simple circuit board due to the use of less electronic components in the manufacturing. But for high frequency inverters, they have complex, complicated circuit board due to the use of more electronic components, including MOSFETs in converting DC electricity to AC electricity. If you find this video useful, do well to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on your notification button so you'll be notified when I release new videos. See you in the next video.